Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. How are ya?
Hope you're well. Hope it's feeling springy-timey.
Springy, that's nice. Yes.
So we finally had a bit of sun here in the UK and it's very exciting. But we've got people from all over here. Thank you. Welcome. Stefan Last from a windy Sweden.
Hey, Stefan.
Andy Kupachevsky in LA. We've got Ed Francie in Connecticut. All over the place.
Yeah, glorious.
We got a big show for you tonight as well. So
our main job tonight is to...
avoid the world news.
Exactly.
Let's enjoy music news.
So let's pretend everything's okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. And hopefully not for the last time. BOOcast 42.
Yes.
Oh.
We've reached the meaning of life.
Do you know I was going to wear my...
Your goonie.
My dressing gown, yes, but I forgot. Never mind. Tonight on BOOcast number 42, we have music news. What have we got? There's quite a lot, isn't there?
Well, we've been talking about AI a lot in each episode, so I kind of thought I'll just do a bit of a rundown of music industry news because things are changing so quickly and it's all very interesting and it affects everything. So, yeah, a bit of music news for you all.
Yeah. AI Roundup. And then we've got, is Boo collaborating with AI? Just a little bit of a button on the end of the AI news.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah. And I think you can guess. What's this about?
How musicians go viral in 2026. Just an interesting article I read about how PR firms approach this these days.
That's just...
for your delectation.
Just kissing with tongues in Canterbury, isn't it? That's how you go viral in 2026.
Oh, yeah.
And after that, Synth of the Month. And by the way, watch out for a brand new Synth of the Month title sequence.
Yes. It's been totally redesigned and overhauled.
Yeah, we'll talk to you about that, actually, because
Yeah.
it was one of those things. It's interesting. Yeah, you might be interested, you might not, but we'll tell you, maybe. And finally, we have a...
video from the vault.
Yes, indeed. So there's a video from the vault coming up. And, yeah, all of that... yeah, it's interesting. It's funny when you're doing a show like this or anything you're doing, things become urgent and then you kind of do them and then you leave them and you forget that they never did what you wanted them to do and they just lost it. That's the Synth of the Month titles. Really.
Yes, because we made it all the titles for the BOOcast
in one
several
go.
Different segments in quite like less than a month. It was all bang, bang, bang.
And some of them we haven't seen for ages, like song stories, for example.
Because those take a long time to make.
And nobody watches them when they go up.
Nobody watches them.
Yeah, anyway, all of that and more coming up on tonight's BOOcast number 42. I was going to say, you're not going to like it, as the voice of deep thought, but never mind, that's too complicated. Hopefully you will like it. 42 is the answer to literally everything. Here we go. Delightful.
Yeah.
Does anyone else get that? I sometimes when I hear the Boo theme tune, it feels to me like it's slowing down.
I get that. Certain songs, a few of ours actually, I do feel like the tempo changes, but it doesn't. It's like an auditory hallucination.
Yeah, it's one of those psychedelic things. Anyway, hey.
Yeah, I've checked the waveforms on that, and they're in time.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird. It's funny. It only started happening to me like a year ago. I started going, this sounds like it's slowing down, but.
Maybe
anyway.
you're starting to see through time.
Yeah, that's almost certainly what's happening.
Well, I'll share some news of this month, the most recent times with you. Various music news. Starting off with, there's a new site called Slop Tracker. And it tracks how much money AI tracks are diverting from human artists. It's sloptracker.org there. And basically in their manifesto, they say every stream that goes to an AI-generated track is money pulled from the same limited revenue pool that real musicians depend on. These AI models were trained on the work of real musicians, often without their knowledge or consent. And the generated output now competes directly against the very artists whose creativity made this technology possible. So users, basically, their whole thing is users deserve transparency and choice. So things should be labeled and made clear so that people, can choose to invest their streaming dollars in real artists rather than AI-generated ones, which are consistently used for fraud and money laundering. And
That's
all sorts
nice.
Of things.
Are you going to drop a link into the thingy?
Yes, that's a good idea.
How does that work, I wonder?
Well, I think
because it assumes complete transparency on the part of the AI peddlers.
Yeah, I think Music Ally did a little research into the company, and they're not entirely sure how perfectly accurate the information on this site is, but it's being widely publicized, and the main thing is it's making a good point for artists. So,
because you've got to admit that AI music's getting really good now, isn't it? I mean, I'm really impressed with it. It's brilliant, isn't it? I really think it's really great.
Yeah, there's a lot of good interesting stuff coming out.
Not.
Sorry. I thought you were going to save that bombshell for later on, but
maybe I'll do it now.
Maybe later. So yeah.
Don't say bombshell, by the way.
But there's other good news. Yeah. God. Okay. The UK government has backtracked on its position on copyright NII.
This is good news.
Stating that it must take time to get this right.
What does that mean?
So they've realised they've made a big boo-boo by saying, yes, everybody can train all their algorithms on AI, and this is how we're going to advance the UK economy, and it's going to be great for everybody, because there's been such a backlash from all the creative industries.
There's a backlash from Elton John there, by the looks of it.
So they're going to...
You don't want a backlash from Elton John, you really don't, believe me.
It's nice that they're going to sort of reconsider this, and
I knew some people that were on the receiving ends of backlashes from Elton John.
It's a dirty joke.
It doesn't... No, it's not.
Is it not?
What is your mind like?
Backlash?
No!
Oh, it just goes
you
literal.
You said backlash.
Okay, I don't know.
Not everything is literal.
I'm not good with subtexts.
Where are we going?
So that's that story. I'm racing through them. There's so many.
It's awesome. Well, that sounds like good news.
That is good news.
Except for we've got to give it more time.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Well, I guess they're seeing exactly how much they have to backtrack to appease people. So, yeah. Other good news. Interesting news. BMG is suing Anthropic, the makers of Claude AI. So
Anthropic one of the good guys?
Well...
Sort of. No.
Yeah, they're the ones that didn't want to sell their technology to the Pentagon. They were like, no, we don't want it being used for weapons. And then the US government got quite upset with them. They're like, we're going to make life very difficult for you. So they have certain ethical standards. However, I believe their head of ethics and safety resigned.
That's right, yeah.
Because they thought it wasn't being taken seriously enough. So, yeah, they're better than, say, ChatGPT in terms of ethics, but still. BMG alleges that Claude has reproduced lyrics from its compositions in its outputs, and that Anthropic pirated books containing its works from illegal shadow libraries. This is how a lot of AI models are trained, just from, basically torrented libraries of stuff. So this is only concerning lyrical content, but that content is worth money, so they're being sued.
Okay, interesting.
Yes. I don't have an image for this, but Apple Music has introduced transparency tags to identify AI-generated content covering audio, artwork, lyrics, and video. And
how is that applied?
Well, Apple say that it's similar to genres, credits, and other metadata, so it defers to content providers to provide this information. So they're trusting that the labels and the distributors will say, this used AI.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the fraudsters are going to do that. Whereas, elsewhere in the streaming industry, you have Deezer, who spent the last year building its own AI detection infrastructure, which automatically identifies AI-generated content through technical analysis rather than relying on self-reporting. And they've revealed in January that it's now receiving over 60,000 fully AI-generated tracks every day, up from 10,000 a day 1 year ago.
I mean, to produce that amount of content, you're going to need help, right? You're going to need help doing it.
Well, you need some data farms as well. Some servers and a lot of water. And
so buy guitar? No. I'm buying a couple of servers. That's my art. You got more? Is there more?
There is. There's so much.
Wow,
I'm going to just whiz through the last few ones.
Watch your mouse there.
Oh, yeah. What's that? Yeah. So Chartmetric warns 2025's pop slump has continued in 2026. But this is a story that is ongoing. So in January of this year, current year tracks, that's tracks that were released this year, claimed just a 3.5 share of Spotify's global top 50 chart. But it's an ongoing trend of basically the top 50 are mostly old songs.
Stuff, yeah. That's right.
And new artists are getting less and less of a look in.
And plus, a lot of those old catalogues have been sold to
yes,
big I mean, I don't know where they've got probably massive
hedge funds and
organisations, so that's where the money's going. So
yeah,
isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
does all seem to fit a pattern, doesn't it? It's like the money. None of these situations end up with money going to where you think it should go.
No.
Funny that. It's really funny that, isn't it?
Here's the last one. This is about the fact that music now accounts for 1/3 of all the time people spend watching YouTube, up from 25% in 2021.
Oh.
So that time is going up, and it's translating into more money for the music industry. More than $8 billion of payouts in the year from July 2024 to 2025.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, it's where people are going to listen to their music.
Oh, it's like the YouTube thing. Cut to that. Let's cut to that.
I don't actually know how YouTube compares to the streaming providers in terms of revenue, but I'm sure it's favourable because Spotify's pretty much the bottom of the barrel in terms of
I think
revenue share.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube which, I mean, they're obviously being funded by their YouTube ad revenue, and also you've got all the other ways of making money on YouTube as well. We make a little bit, not very much, but you know, we're sort of 50 people away from 7,000 subscribers now, which is quite nice. Because we only hit 6,000 2 months ago, so that feels good. I'll tell you what, it was probably the Behringer videos that did it.
Yeah.
You know, this is the interesting thing. Everyone likes to get a bit hot under the collar. Well, I do as well, about Behringer. But that activity of hot under the collar equates with more subscribers, which just tells you everything you need to know about the world we live in.
It's all designed to raise the temperature.
It's designed to raise the temperature. Yes.
Yes. Be aware. Be alert but not alarmed.
Thanks for being here and not watching the White House press conference right now.
Stop referring to
Sorry.
Interestingly, also, this same surveyor that saw that profit share of being about 33% reports that also more than 90% of all new uploads to YouTube now are shorts.
Yes.
90%. So that means that their catalogue is now 29 billion videos.
I mean, there are entire channels that are just shorts. It's amazing. You go, I want to see the long one. There's a beautiful
the stationary
channel. We started watching stuff about.
If you guys need something to just make everything okay, watch some stationary videos.
I think okay.
Japanese.
Okay is stretching it a bit.
Yeah.
Because if you're that obsessed with stationery, you kind of need to talk to someone.
I think you are now, though, as well.
I always have had a bit of a problem.
As soon as we started watching, I was like, Chris, this is a problem for me. And you were like, but look at the pens.
Do you know there's a really nice edge hole punch that I think we should get?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, just do this and it makes a little tab out of the corner of the paper and you can find the place.
Oh, it's so useful.
And it's got a little face on it.
Oh.
Anyway, it's enough.
That's the summary of all the stuff that's been going on the last couple of months.
That's great. Well, that's really interesting.
News. And if you guys enjoyed this, we'll keep doing it because I think it's interesting.
No, let's hope it doesn't happen. I mean, hopefully, everything could stop by this time next month.
Stop with the doom. We're here to do good things.
We should have a little price of oil tracker on the bottom. Anyway, so we received several emails from an AI music company. I just wanted to share a few of them with you. We received in all about 8 or 9. I'm just going to show you 3 of them. This is the first one. Hi, Battery Operated Orchestra. I'm Icy from Coll Connect Hub. I've been following your channel for some time and really enjoy your videos. Your sense of rhythm, musical taste, and overall musicality stand out clearly. The content is both inspiring and a pleasure to watch. I'm reaching out to explore a paid collaboration with Music Creator AI, a creator-focused music tool built around co-creation with tools like an AI MIDI editor and audio to MIDI. It helps musicians develop and refine ideas faster while keeping musical taste and judgment at the center. Okay? Do you think this person has ever seen our show?
Yeah. But they've been following our channel for some time.
Yeah.
They said.
Yeah, sure. That's right. And there's another one. Hi, I just wanted to check in regarding collaboration with Music Creator AI. I really enjoyed your videos. Your musical taste and rhythm are top notch.
We work hard on the rhythm.
Yes. And Music Creator AI is a creator-first music tool that supports blah, 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 blah. There we go.
Same story.
And then there's the whole thing about, the final one. Hi, I'm Daniel from Coll Connect Hub and I'd like to explore music.
It's a different person each time.
Yeah, well, a couple of times. And I wanted to see if you might be interested in a paid collaboration. Okay, so, bit of money might be nice. No, we're not doing it. Because I went to Music Creator AI. Go and check it out. Music Creator AI. There you go. Music Creator AI. Daniel, you've got some inclusion in one of our videos, free of charge. You don't have to pay for this. You can just have it.
Do you want me to go to their website?
But what I really want to do is actually let me find it.
Interesting you say a bit of money might be nice, but I think it would probably be the artist paying for this service. They'll be saying, you know, I doubt they pay us. That's all right.
So there it is. Let's go back.
They were very persistent. They just kept emailing us.
Yeah, so it's Music Creator AI. Let's just go there, have a look at that. Is it loading? Yes, making it easier to... there we go, isn't it? I'll close that. Okay.
Generate unique music.
Cold and mysterious lo-fi vocal track. There you go. Yeah. That sounds great, doesn't it? That's really nice. And let's listen to this. Yeah. Basically, if you want to create,
library music
for corporate corporate videos and stuff, then go for it. Anyway, so that was interesting. It's just the sheer. I don't know what to make of it because they're offering money. They're reaching out.
They are offering money.
Have you been reached out to, any of you, lately? What would you do? Would you just take the money and run, or what? Because I don't see any creator-led aspect to that. It's basically you type in your prompts and it gives you a list of prompts to choose from, and then you click on it, and then bang, there you go. You get to do it. But
very interesting, because we've had a lot of different sort of scam and promo people come to us in the past, and this is the form it's taking now.
It happens a lot. I mean, if you get played on the BBC, it's like instantly. All kinds of people coming trying to take your money from you. Yeah, which you don't have.
We'll make you famous for a fee.
Yeah.
Speaking of making people famous for a fee,
what's this?
I read an interesting article this month. Hold on, I'll get the pictures up.
So many hello.
Windows to juggle.
What's this?
Got to press the buttons. There we go.
Oh, right. Okay.
This was an article from Eliza McLam, who's a musician and writer, and she came across this Billboard interview with the founders of Chaotic Good Projects. They're a digital marketing agency that promises to create virality for musicians. You should have us on the screen. Sorry, not that. I'll share that in a second.
Okay.
So their roster includes mainstream pop acts like Dua Lipa and Justin Bieber to critically regarded indie artists like Geese, Cameron Winter, and McGee, and Wet Leg. She goes on to recount how she discovered an artist and a track that she thought was her own perfect, beautiful little secret by Cameron Winter called Love Takes Miles. And she was shocked to discover that it was worked as part of a narrative campaign by Chaotic Good Projects. Then she goes into more detail about how exactly Chaotic Good make bands go viral. And then the founders say in the Billboard podcast, I think in the past, let's say like a label and a management team do a great job. They get their artists on SNL or the Tiny Desk concerts or Triple J or something like that. Then they post it, and then they kind of wait for the comments. What we do at Chaotic and with our management clients is the second SNL drops at midnight, you should post 100 times saying that that was the best performance of the year. So Chaotic Good is basically paid to create accounts that generate content and simulate trends.
Okay.
Which will then ideally snowball into real organic users jumping on the trend and amplifying it.
Is this astroturfing? That's the word, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. So they create the response they want to see with fake accounts and a bunch of comments. And then people start mimicking it because they go, oh, yeah, this is a thing. I want to jump on that.
Okay.
And they're very good at it. They know the right ways to do it.
Because we, as human beings, enjoy going with the herd, don't we?
And being part of something. People like to be part of something. And also that thing that she said at the beginning about that track, because... she remembers, I couldn't remember how I heard this track, but so it felt like my little secret, like my discovery. And then you get that connection where people feel like it's quite personalized, even though it was targeted to them. So she summarizes at the end of this article, if 100 people think your song sucks, Chaotic Good will create 200 people who think your song is awesome. There's no going back to the pre-Napster times. Now that songs are files and files are godless, record sales mean nothing, and the analog revolution won't change that. Records used to mean fans, which meant money. Now that there are no records, it's just the fans and the money. And the fans are a renewable resource. Chaotic Good knows that you can create a fan through imitation. Posting on social media is a huge burden for artists, but someone's got to do it. And now for a fee, agencies like Chaotic Good will release you from that burden.
It's just a click farm.
It's basically a click farm.
It's hilarious.
But this is how it works. And if they're not doing it, you better believe you have to do it. Because you won't get heard otherwise. So she concludes by saying, I suspect that the more ubiquitous this service and its volumetric output becomes, the more bands will resist it, pulling back from streaming and socials altogether in favor of embracing hyperlocal scene-based methods of growth, which is very promising to me. I like that forecast.
It's great.
It's great.
Except I'm painfully shy. And
yes.
I don't know anyone in this town.
Yes.
And I don't really want to.
That's the exact flip side I was going to say, which is it's great, but unless you're in a capital city or like, a city that's got enough of a population to have quite diverse tastes in music, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in the meantime, everybody's forced onto this hamster wheel. And of course, there are agencies who will do it for you for a fee because, if you're an artist making money from your music, you want to be making money from your music. You don't want to be selfieing and videoing and TikToking all day long because it takes time from the creative act.
That's what
reporting on the creative act.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, it's what we all have to do.
We all have to do it, which is horrific. It's interesting. It's kind of like almost the broken promise of the internet. Just another chapter in the broken promise of the internet. Because the whole idea of music and being able to stream your stuff on the internet and do your thing was that, in the past, there were gatekeepers in record companies. You couldn't even get into a studio unless somebody approved it, and that slowed, that kind of thing. But now what's happened is, I don't know, it's kind of like there's literally so much that you may as well just be shouting down a hole in the ground.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
And yeah, it's almost like you do need some kind of because people often will like what they're told to like. I mean, not you guys, obviously, but the like us. Anyway,
she does make a point in the
they
article.
Need someone to tell them.
Yeah, she makes the point in the article that it's like these artists who are being pushed. She was surprised that they weren't mainstream artists, but they were all good artists. But in the same way that her local bands that she knew were great artists, and if they were being heard, they'd have a bigger audience. It's just like, how do you get heard? And in the attention economy, all that is very difficult, very hard to be heard.
Yeah,
but
it's also really strange to find yourself like as a creative, an artist making music and whatever to I mean, even when you're signed to labels, this happens. You end up having to be doing like TikToks all day and night, and like that. It's almost like it's not actually the label's job to publicize you and to do publicity anymore. It's kind of it's fallen back onto the artist, and this whole idea of labels. I can't remember which one. There's sort of a more personal tier of fandom where the label will provide you with direct access to the person you like for a fee to the label. It's really strange.
Yeah.
It's really strange. I mean, I don't know how many people are watching this right now.
It's interesting.
But there's less than 100, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
And, and probably less than 50.
Exclusive scene.
This is an exclusive scene. It's just literally we could all fit into one very small bar and it would be great.
That would be lovely.
But unfortunately, we're all over the planet.
Yes.
So we need a bar the size of the planet.
Which
is that right?
Welcome.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to the bar the size of the planet. Do you like the lame curtains?
I think it's I don't know, it kind of speaks to another trend to me as well. They say in the interview that it's not the Tiny Desk concert that gets you fans. It's not the SNL appearance that gets you fans. It's whether there are TikToks about it. And part of the TikTok making of the TikToks is innocuous things like finding a lyric that is relatable to everybody and then applying it to whatever you're doing. So like, I think the example was video of a coffee cup and something like, I can't believe I never found you in my life before. This kind of sort of romantic line talking about this coffee cup. And that's shareable because it's memey. It's like memey. And it's not the first-hand experience of connecting with music that means something. It's sharing experiences that everybody relates to.
Okay. No, the interesting...
I don't know.
But I was just thinking, like, applying to try and play festivals like The Great Escape and stuff, the things in like this is like a decade ago. It's like basically the response wasn't your music's no good or we don't like you or you wouldn't fit or whatever. It's you don't have enough Facebook followers. And that's kind of the same thing. We need lots and lots of people to say that they think you're great so that we think you're great too. Whether we think you're great or not, it doesn't matter. It's almost like there's a massive amount of insecurity in the people that are potentially in positions of power to give you these areas, platforms to play on. So they need to see, okay, you've got...
they need to see proof you can pull a crowd because it's very expensive putting gigs on.
Of course.
And their venues are at risk of closing all the time. In fact, this month there was also other news. But what I'm saying is, how different is what that is to what this is? It's not really that different, is it? The difference between...
Well, the idea that you need so many TikToks before anyone takes you seriously, or...
I think what feels different to me about it, it's structurally the same, you're right, but culturally it feels slightly different because it seems like the music isn't even the point.
No, it's not. I don't think it ever was.
Maybe you're right, maybe it never was. Yeah, it's like how shareable it is.
Sorry about this. There you go.
It's all right.
You were sounding a bit quiet. I want to hear every syllable.
But there was other news about, the UK government was going to introduce a bill that was going to cause pubs and small venues to suffer great losses. They've kind of U-turned a bit on that, thanks to charities like Music Venue Trust campaigning against it and saying this would cause a lot of venues to have to shut down. So, go Music Venue Trust for keeping small venues alive in the UK.
Yeah. I mean... Well, thanks, Bridget.
Yes, that's our rundown of the news and things. I hope that was stimulating.
I mean, there's always a lot of AI news every month, so we'll just keep this coming. Because
interesting times.
I know a lot of you agree and think that sort of roughly the same way as we do, but it's good to keep it up, keep the story going. Anyway, so please, we're about to have a synth of the month. First of all, I want to say. Want to check your comments while this is running. Want to know about, have you been approached by AI companies at all? What did you do? Do you think it's a good idea or not? Want to know about,
what you thought about any of these stories.
What you thought about any of these stories. Just comment, put it in. We'll have a check while this is running and we can get back to you on any questions you have. But before we do that, I want you to pay very close attention to the new title music. Make sure that's on. I'm going to do thumbnail.
We should do that every time.
Yeah,
that's going to save some time.
Right.
Excellent.
Synth of the month. The BOOcast synth of the month is the Intellijel Cascadia. Since its foundation in 2009, Daniel Van Tyne's Vancouver-based company Intellijel has been creating beautifully designed and thoroughly well-respected Eurorack modules. And therefore, it's been a source of terror for me for over a decade, because I'm that is, up till now, because I have had an opportunity to get to know Cascadia, and I have been bowled over by how musical, deep, and yet how non-threatening it is. As Simon Forsyth said, it's like an ARP 2600 and an SH101 had a baby.
Released in 2023, Cascadia takes Intellijel's entire design ethos and packs it into one gorgeous and complete instrument with dual analog oscillators, a multi-mode filter, wave folder, envelopes, through zero FM, tons of utilities, and over 100 patch points. But I'm not scared, because, like the 2600, Cascadia is patched up under the hood, so it plays out of the box. But you can also break and make connections and go super deep, just like on a full modular rig. Join me as I let go of my fear and go as deep as I dare.
So first of all, a very big thank you to Simon Forsyth for lending me his beautiful Intellijel Cascadia. What a fantastic synth it is. It's not up my usual street. It's semi-modular. There's so much here. There's no way on God's sweet earth that I'm going to be able to cover everything that this synth has. I'm going to basically scamper through it as if we were visiting it for the first time in a music shop. I've watched a lot of reviews of this, and it seems to me that everyone's quite a lot more knowledgeable about modular synthesis than I am. That's what it feels like anyway. So I'm going to do a kind of idiot's eye view, that's I'm the idiot, of this synth. Now, Simon very astutely referred to this as the SH101 and the ARP 2600 had a baby, and it kind of, it does, doesn't it? So Intellijel, obviously, the Atlantis is basically like an SH101. It's laid out in an interesting way too. So here we go. The oscillator 1 and oscillator 2 is here. We've got all the MIDI information you feed into it. It's spat out here in Eurorackable usage form. There's a MIDI clock trigger in and all the gubbins we need here. And there's a CV and gate in here as well. We've also got a line in. We've got the mixer. We've got a filter, which is great. It's a multi-mode filter too. So we've got the most astonishing thing. We've got a one-pole resonant filter, which is hilarious. So 1-pole, 2-pole, 4-pole, 2-pole bandpass, 4-pole bandpass, 4-pole high pass, notch 2-pole, and a phasor filter, which is interesting. We'll come to that. There's a wave folder. So East Coast, West Coast behavior here. There's the east, there's the west, wrong side, but there we go. The VCA, there's a second VCA, there's a ring mod, there's lots of utilities here, the malts, the LFO, which is astonishing. So it was one LFO, but there's more to it than that. The mix uverter, so yeah, lots more utility stuff there, and a slew. So it's very much like the voltage control part of the 2600. The VCOs are Sound Semiconductor SSI 2130 chips, which are okay, let's listen to one. So I'll just turn that off. Let's listen to the saw, and let's open the filter up, and oh yeah, there's 2 envelopes. Did I miss the envelopes? Yes, I did. Yeah, we're going to have to come to these in a bit. Let's put a little sequence in. So that's the saw. We have octave control here. We also have a pulse with pulse width and pulse width modulation. Comes from LFOY. You see, just stop it again. Because this whole thing's semi-modular, you can make music with it without having to use patches. And along the top of all of these patch points, if it's printed in white, it tells you what's going into it, I think. Yes, that's right. So this tells you that when you turn up the pulse width modulation, it's getting its modulation from LFOY, which is here. Is it? Yes. No. There. Y. X, Y, Z. Good a time as any to talk about this LFO. So the LFO outputs one sine wave. But then there's a second one, which is either divided by 3 of a third of the speed, or a quarter of the speed. And then the third one is either divided by a fifth or an eighth. I got that right? So one LFO, but it's outputting one sine wave and 2 other synchronous, but out of timing with it, if you see what I mean. They're kind of in a different meter. words, different meter to the first one. So we can get these shifting but connected LFO settings. Also, the LFO can be synced to external MIDI as well. Anyway, so there's our square wave. And in reference to this chip being the SSI 2130, I'd say the whole quality of this synth, the oscillator, is very clean, very precise, very analog. And it really does remind one of the SH101 type sound, I think. It's got a very particular vibe to it. The waveforms that come out of Oscillator 1 show up in the mixer, so we can balance the saw with the pulse, with the sub. Oh yeah, the sub. So we have two different subs. We've got a -1. Let's go a little bit higher. -2. And an OR, which yeah, that's like a narrow pulse. So I think with OR, the way the narrow pulse is created with the sub is there's a flip-flop circuit which clicks back and forward each time the main oscillator does a cycle. So you get an octave lower. And then the second one does it again. So you get 2 octaves lower. And the third one, the OR, it sort of adds those two together. So you get it switching on for half the time and then switching off. Have I got that right? Anyway, basically you get a narrow pulse. So you got octave 1, octave 2, octave 2 narrower. You can just hear that. Yeah, it's much clearer with the filter open. There we go. But yeah. So there's the mixer. So we've also got VCOA sine wave here. So that's great. We've got sine, pulse with pulse width modulation, a saw, sub. We've also got noise. The noise is something else entirely. Then we've got ring mod, which is the interaction between VCOB and VCOA. So we'll just turn that up. So there's a hell of a lot going on in just using the mixer on its own. We haven't got to noise yet. Let's look at noise. So noise is a bit special. We've got white noise. We've got pink noise. We've also got alt noise, which in this case is a kind of a hi-hatty sound, but that's not all. If we press and hold this button here, we can cycle through different... Let's leave it playing. So there's 3 different types of, sounds like sampled noise, or it sounds like, you know, XOR noise, or basically Roland hi-hat type sounds. We've also got white. Let's see what this is like. No, they don't seem to change. Fair enough. But we've got 3 different flavors of sort of hat noise there. And if we go to a high pass here, yeah, you can definitely get hi-hat sounds out of it. So there's a hell of a lot of stuff here. As I said, it's a scamper. I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's just see what happens. So there's 2 VCOs, this multi-mode filter, which is great. So the low-pass one-pole filter, which is, I mean, it should be in theory 6 dB. Let's put up the saw. There's a lot of sound left behind when you close the filter all the way down. If I go up to 4, yeah, it disappears completely, but you can hear that's a 6 dB filter. Now, ordinarily, you wouldn't think that would be capable of resonance, but... Wow. I do have drive up. Let's turn that down. Okay, I got carried away. That's what a resonant 1-pole filter sounds like. It's good, isn't it? And there's the 2-pole. And the 4-pole. Again, a very precise, very clean filter. But with that 1-pole option, we've got such a lot of wayward, dirty, gritty loveliness in there. And there's the bandpass, which is a 2-pole bandpass. 4-pole bandpass. 4-pole high pass. Notch filter. 2 poles. That is a notch, isn't it? Yeah. And phaser. Sounds rather nice. Let's put some... let's do a little bit of patching here. Let's take LFO Z, put it into FM3 so we can modulate the filter and just put that in. I mean, that does sound like phasing. It sounds very sort of almost semi. I've got a semi. Sorry. Enough of that. Let's put a little sequence. That can be pinged. Just for a little bit of fun, let's take one of these other LFOs out and patch it in there. So now we've got a slightly complex thing happening to the... I'm just going to turn up the drive. There's a drive circuit in the main output here. Yeah. Oof. Right, okay. Stop. As I said, this is going to be a bit of a scamper. I don't really have a plan here. So the filter is thoroughly good. Even just ponging it like that. With the filter, we've got this level input into the filter. This is the level of this sine wave going in. I've also got this, the filter itself making this ping. Let's bring them into... I really like this 1-pole filter. It's astonishing. Must go now to this section. Cascadia gives you an effects loop, so I've wired it up to the volante here. We get independent send levels, we've got return level, and we can choose between dry and wet on the return. To get it to work, we need to take one of the outputs. I'll take this VCOA output, put it into FX in, then we take the FX mix. I'm going to plug it into main 2. So let's turn that down. So that's quite lovely. We can also take that and let's put it into the fold and the fold comes into the VCA here. So now we've mangled that returning delay signal. That's quite nice. So let's take now one of these LFOs. So the filter is modulated by envelope B. Now envelope B is more of a sort of function generator type filter. We've got a shape knob here, which goes from exponential to the other one. What is it? Logarithmic. I can't remember which is which ever, but we got full time. Down this end is snappier, up that end is less snappy. But we can take these three knobs here, which will adjust the rise and fall time. So take the LFO, plug it into the fall. So you can hear that the LFO is now modulating the fall time. Let's modulate the rise time as well. Why the hell not? The great thing is we've got one LFO, but it's got all these related but different timings. Let's hit it to the rise. So we've got a little bit of modulation on the envelope there. Envelope A is hardwired to the VCA, and I don't believe it's possible to modulate these. But it does have some interesting features. We've got, well, okay, we can change between fast, medium and slow speeds of this envelope. We've also got a hold function. So on the bottom one, it sort of gives you an extra sustain level after the decay portion. So this isn't actually externally modulatable, as far as I know. Do write in the comments if I'm wrong. I probably am. This edition of the external effects loop is really nice. I've got it coming into the fold here. Let's grab another LFO here. I'm going to modulate this. I'm getting carried away. Is that a good sign? I'm not really talking about the synth. I'm just sort of sitting here playing the bloody thing. Let's bring up some drive. You've got to really watch the levels here because it's... Let's take that out. I'm going to put that back, FX mix into main 2. Yeah. Having way too much fun. Okay, so it's basically possible to patch anything into anything else, roughly. VCA-B also acts as a low-pass filter. So we've got two filters, all voltage controllable. We can patch the other oscillator in one. Okay, so this switch here, if it's on pitch B, it's only... I find that confusing. It says pitch A and B. when it's on pitch B, the keyboard input does not modulate, does not change the pitch of B. So we've just got VCOA. But if I switch it to A and B, am I getting that wrong? Should this bottom one actually say pitch A? Because that's the one that's being modulated. Or should this say pitch B? Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, you've got a 2 oscillator synth with a sub. It's hard not to have the effects on. Get all those classic. I mean, while we're on this folding thing here, I mean, without patching anything, you get the wave folded sine wave from VCOA going straight into here. Modulate the fold, positive or negative. So all of these modulating things here, they have a center detent, which means 0. You can go positive or negative on all of them. So we'll take the fold, we'll get some envelope B into the fold. So although it's a monophonic 2 oscillator synth, it is possible to get polyphonic things out of it. And like the ring modulator almost produces a third line when you're using it. We can bring that up actually. Let's put that into there. So we've got, turn this off. So there we got some ring mod. I mean, there's so many beautiful creamy moments just waiting to jump out at you. It's nice, isn't it? Bring up the fold. So as you can see, I've barely touched the surface. I think I've just about covered everything, but I at the risk of going on for hours and hours. I mean, in contrast to the review of the Wasp, where I can master a Wasp very easily, this is a bit like I'm an ant crawling on the surface of the moon. There's so much flexibility and stuff going on here. I mean, I haven't even touched all of this. There's soft and hard sync on the synth as well. Never mind. There's sync. Yeah, there's FM. There's through 0 FM. Wow. I'll just play with this and we play out and I say my final thoughts. Let's bring this down, bring that down. So what can I say? I mean, this thing is incredible, and I don't
I don't actually get gas very often, but I really, really, really think I need this now. It's dreadful for me. And looking at it now, I'm just realising all the things I've literally missed. So, for example, envelope A can be modulated. I'm looking at the middle there, and you can see MIDI velocity. You can control level and time with MIDI velocity, so you can modulate the time. Okay, so, and also envelope B. It's not just an envelope, is it? It's an LFO. It does a burst mode. It's got the low frequency vacillator, which is like another sample and hold unit. And there's the sample and hold unit as well on the left. I've just seen. Okay, I missed a lot out. But like I said, I just wanted this to feel like a first encounter in a music shop with an instrument, and that's basically what happened. And it's so good. What else can I say? Oh, do watch the Sonic State 5 Minutes With, because I continued on after this and made a few more discoveries. So go and check that out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Help.
Creamy.
You don't want it back, do you, Simon? You don't. No, I didn't think so. Yes, best you just leave it here, mate.
We'll take care of it.
You don't really like it, do you?
Well, it was helping Wagyu, because Wagyu was saying, I'd probably rather get the modules individually and work them into my Eurorack setup. As Simon was saying, it's not the same. He's tried both, and there really is something ineffable, something else, something other about the Cascadia.
Ineffable, that's big. And also the Cascadia isn't really a collection of Intellijel other modules together in a box. Like some other manufacturers have done that kind of thing, where they take existing modules and put them together in a standalone unit for you. But it kind of exists on its own as well, from what I've read anyway. Not that I know anything about it, but yeah, it's a glorious synthesizer, and it's deceptive because it sounds clean and precise in some at some moments, like an SH101 does, like those kind of sounds. I'm not normally a big fan of them, but there is a place for them. You do need them all the time. And then suddenly it changes its character, and it becomes this growling, complex, massively, just like all the harmonics coming out of it and all the beautiful things. And the addition of the effects loop, which who asked? Was it? Yes, no, it doesn't matter.
Ed Francie was asking.
Ed Francie, yeah. So I mean, the effects loop is amazing. I mean, I barely scratched the surface there, because if you think about it, what the effect is you're putting in, you can take that out and you can use it and put it anywhere in the synth, in the chain. It's just great, and it feels like, although it's a mono synth, okay, you can do separate CV for the two oscillators and get duophonic stuff. Really, it's really strange. Even with a monophonic line, you bring in the fold, you bring in the ring mod, and you bring in the FM, and you have the pure tones coming out as well. It's almost like you've got 4 different lines. It feels like that much layering of stuff is coming out of it all the time. It's just that's bloody great.
A bit like Peter Coyter said, swap it for my fuse box, and it is treading some similar territory there in terms of how much rhythm and depth you get out of it.
Great minds. Although I won't say this in public. No, don't look at the fuse box. Don't look at the fuse box. I looked at the fuse box. It's tempting. It really is tempting. The fuse box is
amazing.
The fuse box is beautiful.
This thing's quite incredible, though.
Yeah, it's really, and that gain structure. Yeah, the sort of the level into the filter, the I don't know if I mentioned the soft clipping out of the mixer, and then the drive into the VCA and the soft clipping into the VCA. That amount of control over what's happening to the signal as it goes through before it hits the filter and after it comes out of the filter, and it's just the way you can adjust what's happening to the resonance with that change in the level. I mean, I can't You've got to try this synth. If you haven't tried it, you really have to try it. It's doing things that I don't think I've ever seen anywhere else. Just because of that sheer amount of amazing control over the whole personality of the thing changes when you just change those things around. Right, I'll shut up.
No, well, Simon says he's claiming victory. I finally broke Chris's no modular rule after more than a decade of trying.
No, you didn't. Semi-modular.
Semi-modular doesn't count.
Semi-modular, Simon. No, it doesn't count.
We don't have racks. That's the line. No racks. Well, yeah, that was beautiful. It was such a joy to listen to. I just found myself really blissing out, just hearing it, so much harmonic depth in every sound. And yeah, that sweep of character from very clean, strong still, rich, to those, vintagey, warm, crumbly, gnarly.
I mean, that square wave, just the sub. Boff.
Yeah.
Hugely just...
You watched a really nice interview with the guy who runs Intellijel, right? We should link to that.
Yeah, Daniel Tyne.
Yes, on Mylar Melodies.
It's on Mylar Melodies interviews. Because I wanted to find... Firstly, I needed to know how to pronounce his name because it's got J's in it all over the place. And he seems like a really, really lovely dude. And is a musician, which is... I mean, I think it's always very obvious when you see an instrument that's been designed by a musician. Primarily, it's not that it has to be, but you can. There's a feeling you get from something that's been designed by a musician. There's something about it. There's an understanding of what's important in expressivity and creating and making sounds, rather than a purely technical thing. Shall I go to there?
I found it. No, it's okay.
Okay.
I've got the chat open.
You got the chat. Oh, don't let them see that.
Put it in the chat. So it's
anyway,
Why We Bleep.
Why We Bleep, yeah, which is a great thing.
Sorry, there were lots of comments during that.
Sorry, I totally just started talking because I really am genuinely heartbroken that I've got to give this back to you. Everyone in the chat, jump on Simon and tell him how mean he's being to me.
I think he's going to end up sharing it with other people, though, isn't he? Potentially.
Potentially, but I'll let you talk about that, Simon, because I'm not sure what you want me to say at this moment. We'll wait for the press release. Yeah, something's coming, possibly.
There were discussions more about the AI stuff as well. So, pardon me. Wagyu says AI generators should be watermarking their stuff. That would solve a lot of problems. That's a good idea. Koshtukai says stupid humans are still stupid, with or without AI help. With AI, they may be stupid faster. I quite like that.
That's very good. It just occurred to me that, well, why wouldn't you put a watermark in it? Because you don't want people to realise it's AI. Which, when you think about it, isn't that the whole point of AI? It's designed to look like it was made by a human. So deception is at the very heart of the whole bloody concept of AI music and AI creativity, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I know there are places for it where you use it as a bit of something like content-aware fill in Photoshop and all that. It's very much
pretending to be real.
But it's pretending to be real. What is? I get it. It's like it's saving time. In content-aware fill, that's saving time. And it's like, if you're really busy and you're doing it for your living, and the amount of products you have to produce in this day and age is like many multiples of what it was maybe 20 years ago, 10 years ago. But the whole idea of AI music is for you to think it's made by a person. So why would you put a watermark on it when the whole very raison d'etre of the bloody stuff is that? It's deception.
Well, for the most part, Koshtukai did make another good point, though.
Getting angry again.
So Koshtukai also said he's following a community. They're following a community of gamers and streamers, and now kind of gets the whole Gen AI thing for music and art. They generate custom background music with lore-specific lyrics. So they're kind of using it for world building and a fan community, or creative community around their games.
Don't they have any musician friends?
This all takes time and work, and probably not.
Money, more importantly.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard about this. People are making maybe it was someone in the chat last month here, about making songs up with things you're trying to remember things. Yeah. But that's what people did anyway. I mean, you make up a little poem with where the planets come in the solar system.
The periodic table one. I wish I knew it.
Oh, forget that. You're never going to know.
Hydrogen. No, I could only do one.
It's not even in order. And you have to kind of wear a little straw hat and dance around with a cane. Yeah.
That's useful. So there are uses. Yeah.
No.
It's just the use versus the cost and the effect.
I'm sorry. I'm nailing myself to my colours to the mast here. I don't think there's any acceptable excuse for it. None whatsoever.
Fair and true. Actually, there used to be quite a huge gig economy for illustrators drawing D&D characters and stuff for communities like that, which is gone now. I mean, unless people have the heart in it to go, I'm going to pay a human.
What about Envato? All the music stuff there. I mean, the only thing that AI can't seem to do is sound effects. It can never get them right. But that bland music bed for your video about whatever. I mean, somebody used to make and record and write that and get paid not much money. They made a living out of it, maybe.
Yeah, enough to keep doing the, noise band they really love and do on the side that is less commercially acceptable. Yeah, I mean, these sort of gig economy things that artists and musicians have always relied on are gone. So we're increasingly going to see the more wealthy people doing music, the people who can afford to, which is a shame. Because those voices are fine, but everybody should have a voice. I'm
sorry, I mean, I don't mean to be overly rude or anything. But I know there's lots. All opinions are valid, but this is definitely mine now. I mean, I can't see any possible valid, ethical, moral reason for it. And just saying it's just technology. It's like MIDI. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not like MIDI. There were other things. As Peter Coit said, some people say AI is a way of outsourcing computer power to switch us all to a rentier model of computers.
Yep.
Gary G confirmed from personal experience
the new Windows.
HP has been pitching AI-enabled laptops to rent in the place that he works.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they have, yeah. Very interesting. Switching us all to be rentier.
That bit of work we were doing for a certain very large company recently, talking about the AI agents that you can design yourself and help you work along. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say a word. But it's literally everywhere. Literally everywhere. And, targeting's being done by AI, right? In the military.
Well, Wagyu mentioned this, actually. So the other thing that Claude is famous for is, it was their AI. It was Anthropic's AI Claude, which was responsible for misidentifying the school in Iran that was bombed.
Yeah, because what they've done is they've fired a whole bunch of people whose job it was to confirm target data, which is an important job. They've gone, we can do it with AI. They've fired an entire department.
Yeah.
And the AI basically referenced information that was correct maybe 10 years ago.
Yes.
And that's how that happened.
Yeah. So pretty real world as consequences get. I'd
like to see somebody argue for that.
Well, no one's going to argue for that. Nicholas Bryant-Sequoia says the TikTok plugging and all that reminds me of radio pluggers from the vinyl days buying singles from the shops that measured chart success.
Oh, yeah.
Of course there was manipulation like that. You forget how it was. Yeah, people were always manipulating things in whatever way they could. And it's always money that's been able to manipulate those things. So,
did any of you ever do that? Because there were certain branches of Woolworths that people would go into and buy lots of things. I think it was Woolworths, wasn't it? It was one of the major sort of count the numbers that have been sold outlets. I can't remember what the thing was called, but yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, trying to get people to all move in one direction is always subject to subterfuge.
Yeah,
with a T. Yes.
It's difficult. It's so difficult. I guess it's always been a difficult balance to strike for the independent artists who don't have money to get heard. I guess you just need a lot of people power, people going to your gigs, hard slog, years and years, all that effort going somewhere. And as Peter Coit says, we learn that word of mouth is more useful than social media. And I think, that's your only option. If you don't have a deep back pockets for this stuff, you got to just go out there and meet people face to face, show them what you got, and make those connections with people. And
also, success and being successful isn't synonymous with quality and talent. Not at all. So many of our friends, I mean, some of you in the chat, well, all of you in the chat, so talented, amazing music. I mean, it's like none of us are going to be millionaires, are we?
No.
But
we're happy.
Well, are we?
We're richer than the millionaires.
Yeah.
Really?
I wonder what the millionaires are doing right now, darling.
They don't have these curtains.
Yeah.
I don't believe. Anyway.
I'm just looking at them on the screen going, that's insane.
I was about to lead into real world stuff is important, but should we share our usual boo bits?
Yes, it's that time of the show.
No, it's not. It is. Okay.
We've got a hell of a lot of stuff to share.
I do have a segue. So
is that what we're segueing?
Yes.
Okay.
It was totally by accident. Now I've made it really stilted.
Right, we've got some really important news about stuff coming up for you all. Here we go.
On the 16th of May, it is International Drone Day, and Kentronica is a celebration of electronic music in Canterbury, held by Coastal Electronauts SEMS, who bring you monthly EMOMs. They're fantastic. This is going to be a big thing. Lots of stuff going on. Actually, I've written it down. So let me just...
Oh yeah. Nice.
Expect a day of performances, live hardware sets, collaborative drone pieces, film, live visuals, workshops, and theatre, all curated to celebrate innovation, atmosphere, and community in electronic music. Exactly what we've been talking about. Brilliant. It's their fourth annual concert for International Drone Day, headlined by multi-instrumentalist, composer, producer, and presenter Anna Phoebe, with support from Sophie Sirota, Shape Navigator, and Mieko Shimizu. The Kingston University Stylophone Orchestra is going to be there.
Wow.
Laurie Black's Deadly Synths theatre show will take you on a journey of the synthesizer and popular music. There's going to be an electronic sound bath, build your own synths, free communal drones, a late night EMOM. There's so much. So there's 25 quid for the whole day ticket. Get on over there. It's going to be great. And of course, if you're free this month, on Thursday the 16th of April, they have their monthly Coastal Electronauts meetup at the Umbrella Centre in Whitstable. And our very own booster Technomatic will be playing there with a raft of awesome electronic acts, live visuals from disco, DJ Way Back Into Time. I think we're going to try and make it this month.
Yeah, we're going to hopefully be there, assuming we don't get ill again, of course, which is always a possibility. And maybe wave a microphone in some people's faces while we're there. And we've got some more news as well. So Magenta Z or Magenta Z.
Magenta.
Magenta. No, is it Magenta?
Yes, Magenta. It's how you say magenta in Japanese.
It's Magenta. Okay. They've got a new album just coming out. I think it's out already.
Yeah.
Called Unhurried Moon, and it's again
beautiful artwork.
Really lovely, really delightful. All the tracks were produced in one-off improvisations with no overdubs and nothing. It's basically everything you hear as it emerged at the time, and it's really lovely. Again. Yeah, just great, relaxing stuff.
If you want to know more about them, we interviewed them a few BOOcasts back. I'm sure if you bung it into YouTube, you'll find them.
Yeah.
That interview.
And actually, we ought to put them in touch with you guys and gals up at Coastal Electronauts, because I think they might just fit the bill quite nicely with your vibe. Go and check that out, because it really is delightful and, worth checking.
Yes. So those are the events we can go to and reaffirm ourselves in this dimension of reality, which has some benefits over the digital ones, I think we'll find. Although maybe I'm reality privileged.
Yeah, reality privileged. We are.
Yeah.
So we just want to say thank you very much to our boosters, and it's that time of the month where we... Time of the month?
That time of the month.
Sorry, I said time of the month. Oh no, I can't think.
It's that time of the month.
It's the...
Are you thinking about ladies' times of the
month?
No,
I also started thinking it's the quiz of the week, which is Sale of the Century with Nicholas Parsons. I've lost my mind.
Oh dear.
Take over.
Okay, we want to say thank you, because we do this with your support, the boosters' support. And now the boosters get all sorts of extra stuff. They get unreleased EPs, of which there are 16 at the moment, 10% off merch.
There you go.
Exclusive behind-the-scenes content, member shout-out on every BOOcast. After 6 months continuous support, you get the coveted Boo Peter badge. And lately, you've been getting a radio show every week as well.
Yes, I really wanted to talk about the radio show. Have we got that shot of the various shows?
If I go to the subscription page, message subscribers. Oh, I should have just clicked messages.
Okay.
There's the latest one.
Oh, there's the latest one. You've got
to show the link.
You've got a frame of all of them. So it's cut away. Anyway, we're up to 17. They're half-hour shows, apart from the Christmas one, which was an hour and a half. They're great. It's like listening to the radio. We're sort of smashy and nicey, kind of.
Are we?
Sort of. And we end up, I end up just name dropping terribly, and then
you've got great stories though.
Going on and on about stuff, and you talk about
I tell stories as
Australians. Anyway, Basically, it's like the BOOcast, but with like
no trousers.
Yes, that's exactly what I was aiming for. BOOcast with no trousers.
But basically,
if that sounds like it's up your street, it's really worth it. So you can subscribe to us on Bandcamp for as little as £3 a month, and that's like, even if it was just the radio shows, they work out at 75p each. Because we did miss one week because we were both so ill.
Yeah.
But it's going to be one every week. A new radio show where we play music. We're trying to impress each other, surprise each other.
We're trying to impress it and surprise each other with songs that.
Yeah, and we talk about the music and we tell you the stories behind how we know the music and all that stuff. Anyway, do check it out. It's if you can, do that.
It's honestly been such a saving grace for us this last few months because we've been so ill and it's hindered progress on making our own music because literally our voice, we haven't been able to record because of the interference. So it's been really nice connecting with the music through
and
this.
Also, I mean, we haven't really been out. We haven't actually seen any friends since November. We've basically been hermits, and but various reasons. Mostly because we've been so ill. But this one thing we do once a week, half an hour show. We play music to each other. We talk. We record it. We put it together. We get it all sorted out and ship it off to you. It's just healthy.
And you can join us on Bandcamp or Patreon. We got tinyurl.com/Bandcamp boosters or tinyurl/Patreon boosters, whichever your preferred platform is. You get the same things on both. If you can't afford to subscribe, just go to the website and sign up for our mailing list, and we'll give you sort of news updates first. Or you can join us on our Discord, which is, we still got a bit.ly link for that, bit.ly/boo discord.
I'm very bad at checking the Discord at the moment. I'm going to have to get back in there. And anyway, thank you.
But it's nice. People can share music they've done, events, remixes, gear, talk, suggestions for the show as well. Feel free to make suggestions and ask us questions, which we can share on the show.
Absolutely. And back to... referring back to Radio Boo as well, we've got... Oh, hello. What's that? Oh,
I forgot. I'm going to make this live.
There's a new sofa.
This is a new merch.
Are we going to see it happening right now?
No, I won't. I'll do it while...
Do it now.
Okay, I'm going to do it. This is live.
This is actually going to go live.
So this is how we make things live on Bandcamp. It's all set up. All the postage, all the sizes, public, save, brand new T-shirt design for the brand new titles.
Do you know, I almost want to...
I go to the merch page.
I kind of feel like extending the title music and turning it into a track, but maybe not.
Oh, I should say as well, we have one of the Glow in the Dark 2016 T-shirts left in a large and one in a small from the 2021. These glow very brightly, so if you fit either of those, grab a bargain.
Yeah. Do it.
All right.
But
let's say thank you to our long-time boosters.
Going to say thank you in a second. I just want to quickly say, if you are a booster and you haven't checked out the radio show, go and check it out because I've cleaned them up as well. I've removed all the swearies, so it's PG-15 and maybe even not. And it's just nice to have the radio. It's like the old days when you used to listen to the radio.
Yes.
But with half decent music.
Yeah, it's a pretty eclectic mix.
Yeah, it's really...
stuff from all over the world, different times.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so here we go. Take a deep breath. It's time.
A very deep breath. I've had to add more names, so there's even less time to say everything.
Okay, let's go.
So, this is the Boo Boosters Scroll of Honor. The Booster Badge Holders Scroll of Honor.
There it is, the beautiful Booster Badge. How do you get that? You subscribe to us for 6 months continuously and you get the beautiful Blue Peter badge, which is better than the original Blue Peter badge, we've been told.
By a Blue Peter badge owner.
Best. So thank you very much, Andrew Kubachevsky, Stefan Lars Skoza, Ian J. Cole, James
Newcomb and Craig Williams, Warren Harrison, Jeff Terranova,
Sean Parsons, Paul Marshline, Adam Embry, Jeff Potter,
Andrew Van, Ian Heath, Paul Harkness, Jörg Scheffner,
Tom Grimshaw, Pascal Albury, Techno Matic, David Heel, Andrew Walford, Nick Haig, Gary Goldfinch,
Ed Francie, thank you, Andy Mayo, Rob Sloan, Ian Pass, Wagyu, thanks.
Yes. Simon Goodwin, Neil Walton, Andrew Loveland, Jerome Gorman, Michael Carker, No Libbles Blizz, Andrew Brooks, Andy McCree,
Adrian Wright, Renudian Gronen, Rich Kewell, Evan D.B. Gray, Julian Edge, Zach Lure, Christopher Miller, Izzy Monkey,
Red Glider, Tonin Peck, Steve Webb, Chris Mitchell, Peter Della, Jeffrey Collins, Gary and Paula, Phil Dunbar,
Peter Coit, Dots, Jerry Benson Rad Robinson, Michael Bridge, thank you. And we have new members joining us this month.
Oh,
William
fantastic.
Power, thank
William
you for subscribing on 6 months on Patreon. And Richie Fuchs, thank you so much for your subscription.
Fantastic. So we're getting those badges out in your general direction soon as possible. Thank you.
Wear them with pride, and perform the Boo special ritual when you see another badge holder. Do you remember it?
What is it? Oh, it's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone has to assume the scared ghost position, and someone has to assume the scary ghost position.
And this is an excellent way to work out the pecking order if you've never met each other before. If you get two scary ghosts...
Oh, you could have a different... It's like scissors, paper, rock.
It is. We need a third form of ghost.
Do you call it scissors, paper, rock, or rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors. Is that Australian?
No,
Scissors,
paper,
paper,
rock in Australia.
Right, weird. Rock, paper, scissors is what it's called here.
Do we do everything upside down? Is it because we're upside down?
Upside down. Upside down, upside down. What was that?
That's in play school in Australia.
Right, okay.
It's Mr. Squiggle.
Mr. Squiggle.
Yeah.
Who's
He
Mr.
draws
Squiggle?
with his nose. And he'll take some squiggles and turn it into a picture, and you go, what's that? And you go upside down, and turn it up. Anyway, children's television's great.
Sounds utterly horrific and like something you'll probably be telling a therapist in the future.
Now, we're finishing up here, and we've run a little bit over. So
where are we? What do you want me to do?
I'm just going to grab the link to the Hardware Jam stream. So
Is that starting up now?
There's a stream through. It's started already. It started at 8, I believe.
Okay.
Stream through
Just
the
doing something here myself.
HWJ. So when you're finished with us, you can carry on partying on with Hardware Jams. They're playing all sorts of music all night. The theme is 404, File Not Found. Try doing a jam with something missing that you would normally include.
Like
missing
it.
a kick or... Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Ooh.
And in the meantime, we're going to leave you with a video from the Vault because we're still working on the new ones. And
Yes.
It's an oldie but a goodie. This is from Tusk, our second EP.
Yeah, in fact, so I'm going to post a thing where we for the first time we managed to get almost everything we'd ever made in merch, like physical merch,
through family member copies and friends copies, because we didn't always reserve one for ourselves.
We almost never did. So I put them all out and took a picture of them. I'm going to post that up, and I think there's going to be a case of Boo Bingo.
Yeah.
You get a straight line, we'll work something out. You get a diagonal, we'll work something out. You get full house, you win a prize of some sort. I don't know. We'll work something out. Anyway,
bingo.
Watch out for that. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. I'm sorry I got angry about AI again.
It's all right, though, but you're right. We have room for all opinions, and it's interesting. You know, I like hearing how people are interacting with it, because just anything that's not the line, it's nice to hear how, real-world experiences people dealing with
Yeah,
this
fair
stuff.
enough. I was a bit harsh, so I apologise.
No, it's all right. You're right to have your opinion as well.
Have I?
We can be in disagreement and still get on. We're adults.
Yeah, we don't have to start attacking each other, do we?
Yes, no, indeed.
And on that not bombshell,
yes,
have
positive note.
beautiful, safe and peaceful month.
This is a love song. It's the only love song we've ever written, really, isn't it?
Yes, it's a love song to electricity. How delightful. We love you.
We love you. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you next month. If you're going to Coastal Electronauts SEMS on the 16th, Thursday the 16th.
See you next week.
We hope to see you there as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Have a lovely month.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.